Okay, so this is about making the driving test harder to get a license. The driving age in Arizona right now is 15 and a half to get a permit and 16 to get a license. I don't necessarily think that the driving age should be raised, but the actual studies for the driving should be changed. It's not rocket science, but people without the proper knowledge should not be driving a vehicle that could be potentially dangerous to other people and themselves. When I was a sophomore in high school, I had the option of taking an extra class after school for a couple days a week to get my license. My instructor, first day of class, told everyone that he was going to get the answers to the test. So naturally, none of us paid any attention to anything he said or any of the videos that he showed us because we were all going to pass regardless, as long as we clocked in our actual driving time with him. We all had 4 hours in the car with him. He was in the front seat and two of my friends in the back. We got on the 60 freeway right off the bat, and I had never driven on the freeway before, but I'm overly confident about things that I do, so I figured, hey, no problem, I got this. He said to go to this McDonald's a couple exits down the road. So I was driving on the freeway, got off the exit he told me to, looked to him, and he was totally passed out, just asleep, and I think he was snoring. I was in shock. Long story short, I got my license with no problems. I didn't have to take any tests or anything at the actual DMV. The problem is that if it was that easy for me to get a driver's license without doing a single thing, then it would be for absolutely anybody. Given I learned a lot from some of my family members and friends before I attempted to drive, so I knew some things that I wouldn't have known at all because the school didn't show me anything. I'm sure any one of us has been driving down the road or maybe had some road rage and thought, how does this person have a license, or do they even know what they're doing? And chances are some of them don't actually know what they're doing. I think this every single day that I drive, and it's mind-boggling. More importantly, this is a quote, "Motor vehicle crashes are the leading cause of death among American teenagers, killing between 5,000 and 6,000 teenagers every year. Teenagers are statistically more reckless drivers than drivers over the age of 18. They get into more accidents, whether it's big or small, hence why insurance is so high for young people, because of those statistics." Another quote, "Do you know that one of the leading causes of death of many teenagers is car accidents? National teen driving statistics show that 16-year-old teenagers are 3 times more likely to die in car accidents than the average of all drivers. Also, one more is that teenagers are more reckless. They are more mature and more likely to do things like drinking and driving, or race cars, or trains. I can say more than half of my friends in school, if not more, have done those things. I have also had some of my friends die or go to jail because of those things. It's kind of like saying, here's an airplane, now go fly it. I would be terrified, you would be terrified. Same thing applies, only it's worse because everyone can drive a car." The solution. In all honesty, I think the solution is with the parents as well as the state and the government laws. I know that not everyone has a parent to tell them what to do, but I think that there should be more of an agreement to enforce the laws of the road. Tests should be informative. They should have you learn things that you actually need to know and have actual driving time on the road with instructors that help you. Sad thing is that you hear statistics all the time, even in driver's ed, and people brush it off like, oh, I'm sure that won't happen to me. I know, because I say the same thing. But it will save lives. Because not knowing the rules of the road is so dangerous to other people as well as yourself. This isn't bicycling or skateboarding. This is a huge 1,000-pound vehicle, I don't know how much it actually weighs, that could kill someone if you aren't properly trained how to use it. What happens if we don't understand the problem here or ignore it? People we know and even our own lives are at risk just driving down the road to Fry's or something. It's simple. If we teach better skills, we have better drivers. My challenge is basically just for you to see the problem and its effects that it has on you and me, and also to be a good driver, to stay inside the lines, use your blinkers, and don't run red lights.